Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Whether you're somewhere that it snows or not, it's time to begin taking advantage of the winter wonderland outside your window, whatever that might look like. One of the best things about the holiday season is being able to spend quality time with your family and friends that you wait all year to get. What better way to do that than to curl up on the couch, grab a comfy blanket, and stream a Christmas movie marathon? If you're looking for comedy, romance, or even horror, there's a Christmas movie for you, no matter what streaming services you've got or what you're in the mood for. Now, bake some cookies, hang your stockings, and put that elf on the shelf. Here are 15 of the best Christmas movies to watch while you dream by the fire. Number 1. Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. A brand new Christmas movie for 2022, Scrooge, A Christmas Carol is Netflix's take on the classic Charles Dickens story. Judging from the recent trailer, this latest adaptation will feature beautiful animation from Netflix Studios and a slew of catchy musical numbers. If that's not enough to entice you, it also features an incredible voice cast including the talents of Luke Evans as Ebenezer Scrooge, Olivia Colman as the Ghost of Christmas Past, and Jonathan Pryce as Jacob Marley. Scrooge, A Christmas Carol will hit Netflix on December 2nd this year and is set to put an interesting new spin on the holiday classic. Number 2. The Noel Diary. Directed by Charles Shire, a father of the Bride 1 and 2 and Parent Trap fame, The Noel Diary is a new romantic comedy drama hitting Netflix on November 24th. Justin Hartley plays Jake Turner, a popular author who returns home over Christmas to settle his estranged mother's estate. On his arrival, he encounters numerous unanswered questions, which he sets out to solve with the help of a new friend with whom he might share some kind of past and possible future. Judging from Shire's previous works, audiences can expect plenty of laughs and possibly a few tears from The Noel Diary.
Christmas is almost here, and after that day, I know my life will never be the same.
Number 3. The Christmas Chronicles. Netflix's The Christmas Chronicles actually hit the streaming service back in 2018, but has already become a Christmas classic in many eyes. The movie sees legendary actor Kurt Russell donning the red suit and white beard in what might be the best iteration of Santa Claus since Richard Attenborough in Miracle on 34th Street. This hilarious holiday offering follows the exploits of two children as they join Santa Claus after causing his sleigh to crash and save Christmas by helping him deliver the rest of the presents. Full of humor and heart, this Yuletide offering went down a storm on Netflix, which resulted in its sequel being released in 2020, uniting Russell with his real-life wife Goldie Hawn, who, naturally, plays his on-screen wife Mrs. Claus. Number 4. Krampus. For those who prefer their Christmas movies a little more sinister, Krampus might be just the ticket. Based on ancient folklore around the eponymous horned beast, whose role is to torment the children who've misbehaved over Christmas time, Krampus is gory good fun. Originally released in 2015, it combines B-movie horror sensibilities with a sprinkle of black humor and stars the likes of Adam Scott, Toni Collette, and David Koechner. The movie hit Netflix in late October this year. Aside from the intriguing premise and impressive cast, it's worth watching the movie for its impressive creature effects courtesy of Weta Workshop, who have had a hand in the effects for movies ranging from Meet the Feebles and Brain Dead to Blade Runner 2049 and the upcoming Avatar sequel.
Nothing bad's gonna happen on Christmas.
Number 5. Christmas with You. Another brand new Netflix production hitting the streaming service this winter, Christmas with You is about a pop star played by Amy Garcia, who has hit a plateau in her career and is suffering from writer's block. After a career burnout, she leaves big city life to visit a fan in a small town, where she becomes stranded over the holidays. It's here that she rediscovers her lust for life and becomes inspired once again. Starring Freddie Prinze Jr., Amy Garcia, and rising star Grace Dumdaw, this lighthearted Christmas comedy seems as if it will be the perfect way to pass a couple of hours on a cold winter's night. Number 6. Klaus. Released in 2019, Klaus was somewhat of a revelation for Netflix animation. This beautiful traditionally animated movie reimagines the origins of Santa Claus in a fictional 19th century setting, revolving around a postman who befriends a reclusive toymaker whilst stationed in a remote far North Island town. Regarded as one of the greatest animated movies of recent years, it became Netflix's first animated movie to be nominated for an Oscar. It received universal acclaim, earning an impressive 96% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with particular praise aimed at its animation, original story, and impressive vocal performances from the likes of Joan Cusack, Jason Schwartzman, J.K. Simmons, and Norm Macdonald. Number 7. Falling for Christmas. After a series of well-publicized troubles, it's fantastic to see Lindsay Lohan starring in a lead role in a major production for the first time in over a decade. Falling for Christmas is a new Netflix-produced movie that sees Lohan playing a rich heiress who, after a skiing accident, finds herself in a fish-out-of-water scenario with a blue-collar lodge owner while suffering from total amnesia. As she tries to work out who she is, she also discovers what it is that truly makes Christmas time special. This infectious, good-hearted rom-com is available to stream now. Number 8. Arthur Christmas. Pinning contemporary and classic interpretations of the season's celebrations against each other, Arthur Christmas sees Santa Claus' clumsy but well-meaning son embark on a mission to personally deliver Santa's final present to a young girl who was missed out due to a malfunction with the newly upgraded, high-tech sleigh. This beautifully animated feature film, originally released in 2011, was met with overwhelmingly positive reviews, making it the highest-rated animated movie of the year. It's full of memorable characters, heaps of humor, and a stellar voice cast from the likes of James McAvoy, Hugh Laurie, Bill Nighy, Jim Broadbent, Imelda Staunton, and Ashley Jensen.
As long as she still believes.
Number 9. The Night Before. The Night Before is a wild and whack drug-fueled Christmas comedy starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie as three childhood friends who annually reunite on Christmas Eve in search of the best party in New York City. The movie features as much off-color humor as you'd expect from a movie that credits Evan Goldberg and Rogen, who is responsible for such films as Superbad, Pineapple Express, and Sausage Party. Also to be found is a surprising amount of heart and emotion.
I lost my parents. You guys have been with me every single Christmas since then.
Number 10. Office Christmas Party. Featuring a talented cast of comic actors including Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston, Office Christmas Party is a little raunchier than your typical festive affair. It's about a group of office workers who set out to throw the office Christmas party to end all Christmas parties in an attempt to impress a potential client and save their place of work. Somewhat unsurprisingly, the party spirals wildly out of control and hilarity ensues. Fans of the previous works of directors Will Speck and Josh Gordon, which include Blades of Glory and The Switch, are sure to enjoy what's on offer in this raucous holiday movie. Number 11. Four Christmases. Four Christmases is a chaotic yet moving tale of a couple who, after their vacation plans unexpectedly falls through, find themselves having to spend time with their dysfunctional families on Christmas Day. Adding insult to injury, each of their parents is divorced, meaning they are now obliged to visit a grand total of 4 separate households, with each presenting its own emotional challenges. Whilst perhaps not the most original of premises, the movie is boosted by strong lead performances from Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn. Amongst all the madness and disarray, there's plenty of hope, goodwill, and heart in a movie that turns out to be just as moving as it is funny. Number 12. Noel. Anna Kendrick shines in the 2019 Disney Plus exclusive, Noel, full of holiday cheer, humor, heart, and female empowerment. She plays Noel, the daughter of Kris Kringle, who finds herself searching the globe for her brother after he does a runner when expected to take over the role of Santa Claus from their father. This charming tale about self-discovery is fun for all the family and provides 100 minutes of festive escapism perfect for a cold winter's night.
For thousands of years, we've jingled bells and delivered toys, and we must make sure nothing changes that.
Number 13. Home Alone. One of the all-time greatest Christmas movies, the hilarious and surprisingly violent family classic, Home Alone, feels just as fresh today as it did 3 decades ago, and remains essential viewing over the festive period. Written and produced by John Hughes, the movie sees a fresh-faced Macaulay Culkin plays Kevin McAllister, a boy who defends his family's home from burglars after they accidentally leave him behind on their Christmas vacation. While Culkin does a fine job, it's Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern as the aforementioned burglars who really steal the show as they chew through the scenery, facing all manner of sadistic traps assembled by their young nemesis. Breaking numerous box office records at the time of its release, it was the United States' highest-grossing movie at the box office for 12 consecutive weeks during the winter of 1990 to 1991. Number 14, The Santa Claus. With the Disney Plus television series hitting the small screen imminently, why not revisit the original classic that started it all? Definitely the best in the original movie trilogy, 1994's The Santa Claus sees Tim Allen playing a perfectly normal average man until one fateful Christmas Eve. After causing Santa Claus to slip and fall from the roof of his house and presumably die, Scott Calvin puts Santa's red suit on, which results in him officially and unwillingly taking over the role of Santa. This Christmas classic remains just as funny as the day it was released, as we see Alan gradually growing more rotund and unable to control his ever-growing white beard to the bemusement of those around him as he comes to terms with the extraordinary changes himself. Unsurprisingly, the movie was a huge critical and commercial success.
Thanks, but I'm seeing someone in wrapping.
Number 15, A Christmas Carol. One of the most well-known Christmas stories of all time, this adaptation of A Christmas Carol sees director Robert Zemeckis utilizing cutting-edge CGI and motion capture technology to produce an eerily dark-themed Christmas animated feature, with Jim Carrey playing multiple characters, including Ebenezer Scrooge. Other voice actors part of this impressive cast include Bob Hoskins, Colin Firth, and Gary Oldman, who, like Carrey, also voices multiple characters. The movie remains an interesting take on a classic tale and a great way to spend a couple of hours with the family over Christmas.
Hunt me no longer!
If you like a video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.
Thousands of years
For more
we've jingled
content
bells
like this,
and
don't
delivered
forget to
toys.
subscribe to the channel.